So in this YouTube video I'm going to be playing as Jeryl. Jeryl used to be playable back in about 2020, 2022, 2021 era, 4.4.2, around the Silent Hill release to Dead by Daylight. He is made up of Cheryl and James, which come from the Silent Hill series as well, but they're now both linked cosmetics, which means that they can't be changed. Cheryl can only be played as Cheryl. You can't switch her head, you can't switch her torso or her legs. It has to be all Cheryl, all James, all Sybil, all Alyssa. But back in the day you used to be able to do a cosmetic glitch which allowed you to change the head of Cheryl and James, Alyssa and Sybil, etc., which can no longer be done. So there isn't very much Jeryl content anymore because you can't play him anymore unless you play on the 4.4.2 patch or maybe even an older one with mods enabled. This allows you to play Jeryl now, which I have got clips from this 4.4.2 private server. So let's just go straight into the first match. We're on Ormond. Ormond has been changed recently. There's many more variations and I think it's a lot bigger, or at least a little bit bigger. This version, there's pretty much only one variation. There is like a slight other variation, but it's the same size, and it was the second biggest map at the time, the first being Haddonfield. And again, we're against an Oni. This is an Oni main, I'm sure. They're very good at playing them. They're good at the M1 mind games and all this. So I'm just running around this loop, dropping it so they can't get a free hit. Because if you give Oni a free hit, then you're just giving him his power really fast, very early into the match. So he kind of lost me, and so I just started clicking here, which I really miss the old clicking. We don't have that anymore. I thought he would at least respect, but he just luckily somehow got that short swing into the pallet so I couldn't stun him. So I take a hit now and I just get to the first pallet I can see and keep running, and he's just going to collect the orbs while he's chasing after me. Oh, that Kate's on the gen, so I might have to try and run up to this window, and I get the clench tech off, but he blocked the window somehow, and so I go down pretty early actually into the match. And now he's got a lot of his power, probably because he's probably got very good add-ons on as well. And so that Kate is now off the gen, or I think that's a Nia maybe, I'm not sure, but it looks like he's just camping my hook now. Oh, he's going somewhere, but yeah, he's coming back. There is no anti-camp in this version, so he could easily just camp my hook to death, and someone would either have to trade and take a hit, or I would just have to die, which either way it's not very good. He gets a free hit and he gets his power very early on. But anyway, this is James, Lisa and Alyssa combined, so you can make up a name for that combo, maybe like Jelly-sa, Essa, something like that. But the main combo used to be Cheryl's Christmas jumper, James's head, and Cheryl's skirt, and it was P3 with blood. So I just get the Elodie managed to get a dead hard off, so I didn't go second stage. Luckily, it was very good value, and for some reason the Oni felt to come straight for me after getting off hook. But anyway, I just tried to get at least some gens done because it looks like nobody is working on gens right now. Not that I would be able to tell because the HUD is now a lot different from what we see now in current DVD. We can't see if anyone's working on a generator or a totem or doing some killer interactive action. All I do know is that there's an ace in the corner, AFK, so we're kind of 3v1 right now, unfortunately. And this is another feature that's gone, the killer aura over the black bubble. That should never have went away. Nobody asked for that to ever leave Dead by Daylight, so I'm not sure why they removed it. The devs purposely removed that aura over the black bubble for design reasons apparently, but now it's a black bubble completely over every single thing that we see, which is very, very interruptive when you're in a chase. If someone even fast falls over a window, you can't even see the notification that someone is faulted because of this black bubble. When someone gets hooked, it's too much, it's too in the way. It needs to be much more restricted, and it really does hinder Kindred, which is a very good solo queue perk. I kind of get caught out in the open here. That only has his power. I'm pretty much dead, I think. Oh no, luckily it leaves me, so I could just work on the generator again. This gameplay is quite like Generator Simulator, unfortunately, because I do want to at least try. You know, I don't want to run at the killer with a flashlight and just totally ruin the game for everyone. I want to have some chases here and there as well as working on generators. But luckily I managed to somehow avoid that Oni flick with Dead Hard, which I missed so much. I know that new Dead Hard would have also negated his flick, but old Dead Hard just looks so funny. It looks chaotic. I can't explain it, but it's much better than the one that we have now. So we're just slugged on the ground right now because that's also really fun gameplay. So my build here is Kindred, and then the old Vault Speed build, which is Resilience, Spine Chill, and then old Dead Hard as well. I also brought Ormond because I really like this map. I feel like the lighting has changed, even though that this is also a new Ormond. I feel like the lighting has changed from the older one and the one that we have now. Like, the one that we have now is a lot brighter, and then the older one was a lot darker, but this is like a nice middle. It's like a nice middle lighting. It's very creepy still. I don't know, it feels like we're in Freddy's dream world a little bit. But anyway, I want to save the LED because she saved me with her Dead Hard, so I need to get her and heal her up fast. But the Oni's coming, so I need to run away. Unfortunately, the Felix gets caught out. I want to get a flashlight save with old Iron Will, even though Iron Will now... Oh, I don't have Iron Will, never mind. I thought that I had Iron Will because James plus Jeryl, the Jeryl cosmetic glitch actually gives you free Iron Will because the game doesn't know whether to use Cheryl's voice or James's voice, and this was true back in Live Dead by Daylight when Jeryl was manageable to play, when it was actually a thing back then. This what I'm using now is a mod on the 4.4.2 server, but I didn't expect this silent glitch to also happen here because this is just a mod. We're actually just playing Jeryl, Alyssa and Lisa at the same time, so it should be using Cheryl's voice. Oh, he luckily got a Kobe, or yeah, it was Deliverance. I didn't have a clue that he had that. Unfortunately, it's too late in the match now, so next match, Wrecker's Yard Auto Haven Wreckers. So this time I'm pretty much just going full Jeryl. This is Cheryl's different cosmetic. It's just, she has many shirts, just like sleeveless shirts, and she's got jeans as well. I think these might be, they're not Sybil's jeans. Sybil only has black trousers. So yeah, this is full Jeryl with a James head this time. Still silent, still has that glitch where they have no breathing, but they do have footsteps as normal. So just first of all, just start with a gen because someone's already down apparently. I'm not sure how someone went down that quickly. Hopefully they're not AFK again. And I think we're going against a trapper this time. Yeah, we are, because we can see the aura from the hook, which we can't see anymore in live DVD because they thought that was a good idea to get rid of. So someone's already in another chase. So this trapper is doing really well already, and the person on hook can't actually unhook themselves because there is no anti-cam mechanic going on. Even in live Dead by Daylight, if there was an anti-cam mechanic, the Dwight or whoever is near the hook would actually slow down the progress anyway. Oh, it's a legacy trapper. It's very. I love legacy trapper. I think it just looks amazing. Like you can see him from so far away. He looks like a glow stick. So this ace has a med kit, so I'm guessing he just wants to heal himself. And so since no one else is on a generator, I may as well should at least try to get us through this match and get us out of the trial. Someone got grabbed out of a locker. I think it was the Nia. Yep. And it's so nice having that information, just seeing that he's kicking a generator. I think, yeah, it was our old generator that we were working on at the start of the match. And the generators do kind of go pretty fast this patch. I think in this area, in this patch it was actually 80 seconds before they buffed it to, no, before they nerfed or buffed the generators to 90 seconds. And there was no blow up sound, which it was a glitch back then, but honestly I think they really need to bring it back. It's so nice not having loud notifications, because I wear headphones since I play a lot of Spirit, so all the notification sounds are actually really loud to me, and I can't really turn down my sound all the time because you need to hear some sounds in this game. But anyway, I'm trying to run this fun bus against this trapper because they're trying to do like a 1v1 DBD ladder style kind of trapper chase where he bloodlusts as much as he can and then tries and gets a hit early on, or tries and mind games as best as he can. And so I'm really trying to focus on where he is and what he's trying to do. I have played a little bit in the DBD ladder and I got absolutely destroyed by really good players. I have no idea how they do it. They obviously practice a lot, of course, but I cannot see myself getting really good at that playstyle. I'm not a fan of 1v1s, but it's interesting to watch them play because they're so good at it. So I'm just back on a generator. That was a fun little chase. Luckily I didn't get hit because everyone is going down really quickly. He is good at mind games. He's good at Oni. This is the same killer, I'm assuming, from the Oni, because the 4.4.2 patch doesn't have a lot of players at certain times. Certain times it does really well. It has like 24 plus players, and you can easily get a lobby sometimes, but at this time when I was playing, I think it was just our little group, which I prefer. I prefer having a little community over a big community because, I don't know, it's just easier to get a group going, and like it's fun to know everyone that you play with. So I'm just getting this generator done. We're on 3 gens and someone's already on second hook, someone's getting chased, someone's going for save, so no one's really on a generator. Of course I try to take chase when I can, and I try and last as long as I can as well. But yeah, this trapper really wants a 1v1 style, no traps, just pure chase, which is fun. It's interesting to watch if they've practiced it. So I'm just going to the next generator quickly. This is probably my favourite Jeryl top in her whole collection of cosmetics. I think my favourite character is Alessa because she's just like so mysterious, and yeah, I like her. So it's a lot like Jeryl as well. So anyway, back in chase, and yeah, straight away I just get caught out. I did expect that double back, but I just felt like if I double back now, then he could probably catch me and get a hit. but unfortunately he did double back and he got a hit anyway. So now, yeah, he thought I was going to stay at that pallet jungle gym, but luckily I moved away, and luckily I don't have to use Iron Will. I kind of did get Iron Will value without even putting Iron Will on, because of that glitch that you get from Jeryl, the cosmetic glitch. Anyway, back in chase, and he wants me to get rid of that pallet, so I'm in a dead zone, which it did work. I can't loop it again, so I just have to drop it, and then maybe I should have run the other way. I'm not quite sure. I tried to do like a double fake of Dead Hard, but unfortunately he thinks that I don't have it. I assume. But I do have it, it's just that I expected him to wait for the second fake, and then I would have swung, or used my Dead Hard. So at least I took him far away from everyone else. Someone's working on a gen finally, and someone's taking chase, and someone's just running around as normal. But fortunately they are coming to save me on a hook before I go second stage. They're going down really quickly. I'm not sure what their play hours are on this patch, or what their play hours are on Live Dead by Daylight. That's someone out of the game already at 2 generators though, which isn't bad. That's kind of normal for someone to be out at 2 generators. 1 generator now anyway. Kind of obsessed that there's no sound coming from Jeryl. Like, this is only a mod, this shouldn't be happening, but fortunately for me I do get a lot of Iron Will value from not even running the perk. And I can't blind him. I don't know if it's because he's looking down. I really do think Legacy should permanently stay limited to the people that grinded it, because it is such a hard grind. If you had ever seen what it was like to use the old blood point system, it took forever just to get 1 level done. Anyway, yeah, so he's onto this bloodlusting kind of style, which that is the only thing he can do as Trapper, an M1 Trapper, just mind game and bloodlust, which I don't mind. I tried to go for a funny 360 before he could like expect it. I tried to get him to not expect the 360 so I could do it very quickly. Unfortunately he stands still and he doesn't have to react fast anyway. This is a very good setup. Long wall into a pallet into shack. So I just need to run around this, and then fortunately done some weird double back, and that just gives me even more distance. He thought I was going for the pallet. That's very expected for him to vault that, and I did expect him to vault that as well, but I didn't. I thought that I could maybe make the pallet before he could come back. Unfortunately, I wanted to run this loop a lot longer, but he got the shack. He got the pallet out of me before I could even make shack or the long wall. And then back to this long wall again. I love this long wall. This is also a really good setup. I did not see him double back, so that was very good on his part. Cold Tower, the Macmillan Estate. Third match. This time we're going with Cheryl's Christmas sweater and Alessa's skirt. We're all just grouped up here and we're already clicking at each other. I think we're going against a stealth killer. I'm guessing it's going to be Pig. But basically, it was a lot harder to do the cosmetic glitch than what it is in the 4.4.2 server, because you had to do some shop store process
You had to be in the store in Dead by Daylight for the cosmetic to work. But in 4.4.2 you can literally just switch to whatever cosmetic that you want to switch to. Which I guess it's a lot easier to do that. And I should show the process of the old method to getting it to work somehow if I manage to get onto that patch ever. The next patch to be made is going to be the private server 6.5.2, and that will be pretty much the big main server that everyone joins. It's good for 2v8 and other mods like Giant Killer, Small, Survivors, kind of like what Live Dead by Daylight has done. They have taken that concept from the private server back when it used to exist. So yeah, it's a pig. That we're playing against. She doesn't want to chase me because I have a good setup with the car. And so I'm just on a generator as normal. I am so stuck to generators because Soul here just seems to never do generators, so it seems like I have to do the generators instead. Which I don't mind. I mean, it's a lot easier than taking chase, but it's a lot boring. It's much more boring. But if you ever wanted to try the 4.4.2 server or any old Dead by Daylight patches, then you can join my Discord, which I could help you set up and help you play and help you get lobbies. And it's very fun. It's fun to look at the nostalgic stuff, it's fun to look at the broken stuff. It's also very good for modding. It doesn't have to be cosmetics, it could even be perks. We have like chaos perks, ones like Insta-Vault, Resilience and Spine Chill, Insta-Gens, Corrupt that lasts forever, Fast Oni, Fast Spirit, Never Ending Phase, Never Ending Chainsaw. Like, it's really fun if you get the modded perks and the modded cosmetics, and you can even make your own if someone was to show you how to do that. I could easily make a tutorial on how to make your own cosmetics. That could be a fun video that I might do in the future, because I've got a lot of concepts that I would love to add to Dead by Daylight. And even though there's a contest coming up, which I have started making a spirit cosmetic for the contest to go into the Live Dead by Daylight. Even if it doesn't make it into Live Dead by Daylight, I could easily add it into 4.4.2 through the Unreal Engine methods. So we're just continuing with generators, and we're letting everyone else just do what they need to do. We're already on one generator. This is why generators were actually made a lot longer to 90 seconds. When that nerf or buff came through, it felt like the generators took forever, but actually now that I've played it for about a year, I think it has been, it feels normal, and this feels like way too quick. It was not fair for killers at that time. When we usually get to like one generator and there's been like one hook or two hooks, I usually start to get off the generators and just like play around, not bully the killer. I just want to play around. But I love that this glitch just makes generators completely silent. Even though that I've just finished the generator, I don't want to just go straight out the gates and just leave. I want to save my teammates, maybe have a few chases with the killer, do some fun stuff. So we'll try to get a sneaky save. With no, I don't think there's any breathing. I can't hear breathing coming from the Jeryl. Oh, 360. Oh. Oh, that's again. So yeah, since there's no sound coming from Jeryl, I may as well try and get a flashlight safe. I didn't expect them to actually know that I was here. Well, they didn't know that I was there, but I didn't expect them to chase me because I didn't think that the pig actually seen me. So I didn't want to dead hard because I just assumed that the pig would just walk past me. Apparently, they looked at me last second and unfortunately I didn't get away with it. I also didn't hear footsteps, so I'm second guessing if there actually is footsteps or not. I think this Claudette also has Iron Will because I don't hear her. Iron Will was so common back then. And I guess it's a little bit common in Live Dead by Daylight now. I feel like a lot more people used to run it back in the day, but now it's not as strong. Well, it is as strong, but not as picked, not as common. Maybe it's because there's more players, like more newer players, and they don't know how insane Iron Will is. It gives so much not quality, but it gives so much value to the game. You don't even have to do anything, you'll get a lot of value. It's really strong against good killers like Nurse and Spirit and maybe even Blight, because if the killer can't see you and they can't hear you, then they really have nothing to go off of to chase you. So I'm just trying to do some moonwalks. I'm not very good at it. And I try and get this. I'll get this gate open and try and help the Nancy, I think it is. Oh, she's blinded. It's quite interesting how much silent everything has, because even this exit gate is completely silent. So I'm not sure why that is. I can hear it a little bit, but the chase music is so loud. Maybe there was some sound issues. It's very good sound issues, because I would much rather prefer this quietness over the loud everything that we have now, like loud generator, missed skill checks, vaults, open and exit gates, hook screams, like there's so much. So I'm just trying to help out everyone to get out the exit gate as best as I could. And I don't want to just leave everyone and then go to the next match, it's just very boring. Oh, I like this little dance. Yeah. The pig catches me here, and I'm assuming everyone is okay, so I just start running towards the exit gate. But apparently someone else is still in that jungle gym, and then Nancy wants to help them as well. I'm not sure who's in there. I've not really kept up, but it does seem like there is someone running away now. I saw in the distance that there was someone running up towards the top of the map, which is much harder for us to help them, unless there's an exit gate up there. The flashlight clicking was also removed not long ago for seizures, I think it was. Of course, I don't think that is the real reason. I think there was just a lot of complaints from killers and stuff. Maybe just not liking clicking at all. Maybe they took it too personally, something like that. But if it really is a serious issue, then yeah, it should be removed. Although it did take them a few days to remove Trickster's glitch, where that also gave really bad graphical photosensitivity issues. Next match, we're on Old Haddonfield.
I always love playing on Old Haddonfield every single chance I get. I try to bring map offerings, but I try not to be toxic about it. I don't want to make the killer think that I'm sending them to a really bad map for them because I miss Haddonfield so much. But I'm not trying to be toxic and make them lose the game. I am actually not good at looping Haddonfield at all. I never bring Balanced Land in because I just think Dead Hard's way better. I probably should have a variety in my build instead of just running the same stuff over and over again. But I'm just so stuck to the old meta. Dead Hard, Spine Chill, Resilience, and then maybe like Unbreakable or Decisive Strike, because this is old Decisive Strike in this version. It's not the one that we have now. So in this version you could like touch a gen, or you could heal someone, you could unhook someone, and no matter what you do, you still keep that Decisive Strike status. So if you get downed after completing a gen or even touching a gen, then you can still use it. Now it's every consecutive action that you do, the Decisive Strike status gets taken away. So it's pretty hard to heal if you. I think Decisive Strike should say if you heal or if you heal someone else, because that just helps to stop tunneling. And tunneling is kind of a big problem in Dead by Daylight. I think for solo queue, I'm not too bothered about it if it's a stack. If you're in a group, if you're playing against a group, then it's just whatever really, because you get the advantage. So it's, yeah, I think there should be different rules for solo queue and Swift-in, because it is a completely different kind of game. It is more coordinated for the Swift. But anyway, we've just finished a generator. We're playing against the twins, old twins. This is around the release date of twins, so they're at very early stages and in development. So I think in this patch there is no Victor. There's something wrong with Victor. He gets stuck a lot. He's very buggy, but he does kind of work pretty well. The twins do work pretty well still. But these twins that we're playing against, I think they're newer. They're just like not as good because they've probably not played twins as much. But since this is a twins patch, a lot of people try to play them to experience what they were like back in 2020 when they first released. They used to be very buggy when they released, and they were not popular because of it. They still aren't a popular killer at all because it takes quite a lot of knowledge to know where survivors are, and they also play very harsh. If someone is in the basement, they'll probably camp it to death. They're not very friendly in a way that if a survivor makes a mistake, then it's heavily punished. They're very good at camping. They're very good at map control. Yeah, they're very strong. I think they're using comp a lot. But yeah, the Victor's very buggy. Yeah, just give them a little nod because yeah, I like this Dwight. They're kind of funny. Moonwalking is pretty fun. It's pretty easy if you have someone that is killer that lives close to you. I'm not sure where this killer is from, but I'm sure they're from EU just because my ping is quite good. I don't have any ping issues or any connection issues at all. I tried to take chase here, but they just want the Nia, really. But luckily they go into Victor, and somehow, yeah, the hitboxes are so bad. But I give them a second chance. I don't want to just kick Victor and make them lose power straight away. It's not very fair. Yeah, and they lost me from that because there is no scratch marks in Victor, but I think they realise that I'm in here. I'm trying to like make them notice that I'm here so I get chased, but the Dwight somehow managed to get hit, I think. Yeah, they did. They got a hit and now they're taking Victor. So I'm just running around with them because it's good to stay in twos when you're playing against the twins, because if two people are with each other, then they can pretty much heal each other and defend each other. And then when when Charlotte comes along, the other one can body block, heal, etc. So that's pretty much how you play against old twins. I'm not sure how new twins works now, but I remember they had a PCB not long ago where Victor would always get a hit and then you couldn't kick him, but if he did miss then you can kick him, which was very strong. Because he would continually just get hits and downs if he never ever missed. So it'd pretty much be invincible. If you go against a good twins that never misses, then you're pretty much done for. So I just continue trying to do gens or trying to see who needs help. I want to go for a flashlight save because Jeryl actually doesn't have any breathing or injured noises, because it doesn't know whether to use Jeryl's voice or James's voice. So I just keep giving this Victor a chance. I don't want to just kick them and then go next, you know, like make them chase me down with Charlotte. That's boring. I just want to get chased by Victor. The hitbox on this tree is really bad. Oh, it finally got me. That's good. So I'm just going to take them far away as possible. I don't know if Charlotte is actually going to chase me. She's never chased me once yet so far. And I just want to take chase at least once. Yeah, I usually hold hostage Victor, but she's not chasing me anyway, so there's no point. I just want to take chase and help other people. There's all the gens done already, we're ready to go out, but I don't want to just leave the game and be bored and just go to the next game. Up on this porch, you used to be able to dead hard over those bags, those black bags in the bins. Yeah, he just wants to heal himself. I'm not quite sure because you don't get any points for playing on 4.4.2. It's just fun public games with no rewards really. You just use whatever you want and play however you want and do as many games as you want. Yeah, I'm just trying to block him in here because he can't really go anywhere. He should have let me heal him. I want to try later and dead hard over those bags. She's finally chasing me. I wanted to just give her a hit because that way she might actually chase me if I give her a chance to down me. Because Jeryl is so quiet, she just lost me because I don't make any sound. And I'm not running Iron Will either, so it's just like naturally completely silent. I guess that is a reason why Jeryl was taken away. If they made him or them not completely silent, then that would be a fair cosmetic glitch, I think, but it wasn't back in the day, so that is, I guess, a reason why you can't do that. It's a reason why they took it away in the first place, the cosmetic glitch. Trying to get just a little flashlight save with no Iron Will, but also completely silentness. I get my flashlight back. I had no idea they had Franklin's until my flashlight was pretty much half done. Yeah, I want her to be pressured with the flashlight save. And she didn't even fall for that fake fall. I'm surprised. I thought she would really fall for that, but no. And also I thought she would respect my dead hard. She doesn't respect my dead hard either, she just insta-swung, so for next time I know to just dead hard straight away.
so we're just being slugged now. Luckily there's someone with our exit gate already open, so maybe they can just come down and rescue me, but she might be too scared, because if she comes into the map to help me, then she herself might get caught by Victor or Charlotte. So I just start to crawl up to her, and then that way it's easier for her to rescue me. They're already out that exit gate anyway. I think one of them will get picked up before they can make it out the exit gate. I want to try and see if I can get over this. No, I can't. Maybe I've done it wrong, but I don't want to wait for my whole exhaustion to come back and see if I can try and do it. I can probably do it in a custom game though. I'm not sure if it was in every patch that you could dead hard over those bins and stuff, but I don't see why they would ever nerf or like patch it out if it was. I remember that being in the latest patch of Haddonfield, so I don't think it was patched out until the very end before it went away, and so that's the reason why I think it still does exist in 4.4.2. I'm just seeing if I could help anyone get out before I leave myself. And I don't want to make any scratch marks because then they could probably just track me, although Victor can just track through blood anyway, blood pools on the floor. So they're all out pretty much. I'm not sure where the last person is, so I just leave. And maybe they can get hatched. So the next match is on Ironworks of Misery, and this match was actually streamed on TikTok, so the quality might be a little bit lower, which it does seem to be. It's not too bad. It's kind of similar to just my regular recording. I've had to stretch it out a little bit, so it's a bit pixely. But anyway, this is old Ironworks. There's not much of a change. I think there's only like 1 or 2 variations of old Ironworks of Misery, and the main is pretty strong. It could be. It's a huge time waste to go all the way up to the top of Ironworks of the main building, and that pyramid's got a lucky hit. I think they're actually very skilled at Pyramid Head. They must have range add-ons on, because the range just goes on for so long, and basically I can't really do much because, well, they're just a zoning killer really. But luckily I do get that dead hard off. Yeah, I kind of run into that Judgment, Torment thing. I don't know the name of his power. Yeah, this pyramid is pretty good. He knows exactly what the survivor's going to do. He's very hard to loop as well, just because there is no way to vault. If he's close to you, you can't drop a pallet, you can't vault anything, because he'll just use his M2. And so it's just hard to loop him, so I just had to try my best and make him lose me, or just loop around something that he couldn't use his M2 on. He could also just walk me down if I don't vault anything or drop a pallet, so it's very difficult to try and do anything against him. I usually do like Pyramid Head, but this Pyramid Head is just really good with his M2, so it's only a matter of time before I go down to his M2 or just get walked down. Or I could just try and get a lucky dead hard off like what I'd done in the first chase, but we get the first generator done anyway. And we're just kind of stealthing at the same time because we don't want to get caught out here, because if we get caught out here, that's pretty much the end of the match already. So we go and save the person on hook and try to heal them fast before the Pyramid Head gets back, or before he starts to chase me. And of course it's going to be hard to loop him in a dead zone. I should not be doing this generator, I should be running away. And so I tried to stealth away and hope that he doesn't chase me. Luckily he leaves the area. Chasing the Nia, I think he is. No, it's the UA he's chasing, and unfortunately she goes down right next to my generator.
I'm just trying to get any generator started. Unfortunately, he has ruined, so if he does come to this hook, then this generator is pretty much dead already, meaning we have pretty much no generator progress because I'm assuming that I'm the only one on a generator. I'm not sure what that Nia was doing. She was maybe trying to get a flashlight save and got caught in the way. So that's 2 hooks and absolutely no pressure on him. He's got all the pressure in this match so far. Yeah, he thinks that I'm on the generator, but I could hear him and see him, so that's not going to happen. I thought he might have had like some aura reading perk there and they might have caught me out behind the rock, but he doesn't. But because he has range, he thought that maybe I was around the generator still, so he could get me behind this rock here. And yeah, that's another hook. We're all bunched up here. Yeah, that range is insane. I did not know that his range actually went that far. I don't know if range add-ons are actually that good though. I feel like they're not that good. Maybe they are, I'm not. I feel like he has better add-ons in range, but maybe not. But anyway, I really want this generator done because Ruin is just completely destroying it, and we need to get some kind of gen pressure, but the UA just cannot get anywhere because it's such a dead zone. That's the thing with Ironworks. There's some dead zones, but usually their tiles are really good. Like the main is really good. The shack is in a good spot next to tiles. There's a dead zone on the other side of shack though, but usually there's tiles everywhere. You can usually manage to get somewhere, and it's such a big map that it's hard for killers to patrol and manage all the gens, but because we're grouped up all in this one corner, it's just like the game is pretty much about to be over if we don't split up and just do at least one good chase. That was a very close judgment from his M2, and so I just make huge distance. This is pretty much how you play against Pyramid Head. You just run, just hold, run, and hope that he mind games himself, or if you pre-drop a pallet and get more distance, then that's even better. But yeah, I'm just trying to run as far as I can and then hope that the chase is good, well, long enough. So fortunately for Pyramid Head, his our hook power separates everyone, so his power is actually making us split up, which is really good for us actually, because it's not good to be bunched up together, because he is a slow kind of killer, so it's hard for him to walk around the whole entire map. He needs a group of people and he needs to control all of them, but if you just split up, then there's not much he can really do, because he has to walk after everyone, and if you've already got a huge amount of distance, then yeah, he's pretty much useless. He has a very strong killer style, but compared to the artist can throw birds around the entire map. She can control gens no matter where she stands, and if she's running a perk like Merciless Storm, then that's huge. That's very powerful with her, because they either have to get off the generator or they have to take her birds, which could injure or even down them. So they either have to face a penalty or get downed, which is out of the survivor's control altogether. So I'm just trying to get his whatever this hex totem is. I'm assuming it's going to be Devour or Undying, or Ruin Undying, because that is the old meta for this time. But someone's already DC'd. It's not the DC because they don't want their game to crash. It's not that they don't like Pyramid Head or that they've gave up. It's just that they have to DC so their game doesn't crash. Because if you go into the next match without DCing, then your game just crashes because your devotion level overrides. It goes over the top, and yeah, it just crashes your game. So they've also DC'd, we may as well go next, and that is the full match. Okay, Okay, just jumping straight into the next match. We're playing against an old spirit. I forgot to clip the start of this match because it's taking a lot of space on my computer, so it was quite an interesting chase. She pretty much camped that pallet a lot. She thought I was going to swing. She doesn't use her power a lot. This is a very newer spirit. She doesn't like to use her phase. She's very scared to use it because if I start walking or even stand still, she's going to completely lose me straight away. But it's honestly better to just try and use her power and get close to them than to walk, because she's a very slow killer, and if you just walk everywhere you're going to lose the game. So that's why I think Spirit is actually a lot harder than what people make her out to be, because if you don't know her power or you can't use her power, then you pretty much just lose Jerly. You have to practice her, you have to learn her power, you have to actually try and predict where survivors are going to be, or you have to have experience on what the survivors are going to do. And it's not as easy as what people think. If you put some practice into her, then you'll start to get kind of good at playing her, and you might even just win a lot of your games just by simply practicing her maybe a few games. But playing against really good survivors is completely different, because they're not predictable. They're gonna make you really work for the downs. They're gonna be using Iron Will, which is a completely different game to playing Spirit. Usually they run a lot when they're completely silent, because if they just stand still, then they're going to know that the Spirit's going to know that you're just going to stand still and not going to, like, you're not going to move anywhere, so you won't make any distance. Then she could literally just walk you down, so that's why they run. But honestly, it is better to like walk, or like quietly walk, or even crouch walk. I'm not sure how she didn't know. Maybe she heard my footsteps. That was so close. She probably heard my footsteps walking on the mud there. But yeah, Spirit is not an easy killer to play just if you have bad headphones or no experience with her. But I am happy that she got a nerf. She really did need the nerf, although I really do miss playing Old Spirit. That's why I play on this 4.4.2 server, and I will be making a 1 hour long Old Spirit video as well, just like this Jeryl video, because there is no more Jeryl. You will never ever see Jeryl again in this game, Dead by Daylight, because it was a cosmetic glitch and it's a licensed character, so they will never make this a normal feature. It's not. I don't think it's up to behaviour to do this. I'm sure if it was up to behaviour, then they would allow this, because everyone used to play Jeryl a lot. But yeah, that game was over, so now we're straight on to the next one. We're on an Auto Haven map, I think, or it's a Macmillan map. And yeah, I forgot to clip the start of it again, but it's against an Oni, which is very good. They were also playing Twins and Pig, I think. No, they weren't. They were playing other people, but this is a good Oni. I think we're trying to do a scrim for this match, but not everyone knows how to scrim. These are just like casual players, but it was me and 2 comp players. The one was the Oni and one was the Nia, I think. So we just tried to have a little scrim, just a fun one, with 2 randomers. The randomers were actually very good as well. They done generators, they played very well. They actually progressed the game and saved when they could, saved safely, except from me. I got hard tunneled out, which I'm not bothered if it's a scrim. But scrimming with Jeryl is so funny to me. But yeah, so I'm just trying to get generators done, and they're on their way trying to chase the Jake. I think that, no, that's the Nia. That is one of the comp players versus the comp Oni, and they're trying to do some mind games. And the Nia is doing really well. She's getting hard tunneled out, so I'm trying to rush the gens as fast as I can. Comp to me is very interesting. I think pubs get very boring very quickly, so it's nice to have a change and actually compete against good players and get good yourself. Not saying that I'm a good player, but I think I just enjoy scrimming and learning comp and learning looping properly and call outs. It's very interesting to me. Communication, gameplay, looping, combining all that into one game is very difficult, and I feel like the skill can go on forever. But yeah, on to the next generator. It's the last one, and this Nia is doing it very well. I'm not sure if the Oni actually lost her because she is now healed. No, he found her again, and I think he lost power. No, she unfortunately got grabbed, and that's a legacy Lara Croft over there. That's a mod, as well as this Jeryl mod that is also done in 4.4.2. I love that legacy Lara mod. I use it a lot when I'm not playing Jeryl. It's very nice. It's also E3, so it's all the bloods and legacy at the same time. The Lara is not scared at all. She is wanting that generator finished, but I know that he's going to come here. It's pretty clear that he's going to come over because it's next to the shack. There's not very many generators near the shack. In fact, I think that we've actually free-gened herself. And yeah, I predict that the Oni's going to come here, so I just sneak back on this generator and hope that the Lara could loop him. Unfortunately, she can't. She gets grabbed out of a locker. But I just continue this gen, and then obviously it's going to come back to this generator, so I have to sneak away again. I think he sees me here, so I just run. Yeah, he does. He sees me, so I just run. And there was no pallets. Oh, there was one pallet near here, but I assumed there was no pallets near here, so I just had to try and run and give him no power as best as I could, or just stall it for as long as I could. But he does get power from the Lara, I think, because she drops blood when she gets hooked. So he's in power, and he's obviously going to patrol these generators as well as defend the hook, as well as stop someone from saving, or even getting close to the two generators. But yeah, I try and get this generator done, because if he does come over to my generator, then someone could save Lara. And if, unfortunately, they do get that generator done, I wasn't aware that they had that generator almost done. But yeah, I let him camp the Lara out, and that means that we safely get out of the exit gate, not giving him another hook. Yeah, the Lara dies, so he tries to get up to the exit as fast as he can, but I'm sure he'll lose his power before he can even make it up to the exit gate. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, we safely get out, and that's that match finished. And that's almost 1 hour of Jeryl gameplay. So if you like that, then please subscribe to my channel, as I'll be doing longer videos like this for like Spirit and other older stuff, like whatever you want to see. I was thinking old Spirit and maybe just some mods maybe, and some older glitches, or just stuff that doesn't exist in old Dead by Daylight or current Dead by Daylight anymore. So yeah, that's this video over. Follow me on TikTok, where I do lots of little clips of old Dead by Daylight stuff, like any glitches that I can find, or stuff like this cosmetic glitch. I do a lot of Do You Remember series, where I just take the stuff that we don't have anymore and make a nostalgic little clip out of it. So you can follow me on TikTok, here on YouTube, or Twitch, where I like to stream. I like to stream on TikTok as well, but I'm trying to stream on Twitch as well. Okay, bye!